Man is the only animal who causes pain to others, with no other object than wanting pleasure for himself. Man is the measure of all things. Life is a constant process of dying. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. Happiness is a positive state of pleasure, not just the absence of pain. Money is human happiness in the abstract. The two enemies of human happiness are pain and boredom. Compassion is the basis of morality. The wise have always said the same things, and fools, who are the majority, have always done just the opposite. The greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. Mostly it is loss which teaches us about the worth of things. The present is the only time that exists. Everything else is either memory or imagination. Religion is the masterpiece of the art of animal training, for it trains people as to how they shall think. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves in order to be like other people. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. The memory should be specially taxed in youth, since it is then that it is strongest and most tenacious. Satisfaction consists in freedom from pain, which is the positive element of happiness. The first 40 years of life give us the text, the next 30 supply the commentary on it. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. What is expressed in painting is only what can be grasped by the mind. Every nation ridicules other nations, and all are right. The task is not so much to see what no one has yet seen, but to think what nobody has yet thought about that which everybody sees. We will gradually become indifferent to what lies beyond the sphere of our experience. Homely comfort and daily routine. The art of not reading is a very important one. It consists in not taking an interest in whatever may be engaging the attention of the general public at any particular time. Most of our obstacles would melt away if, instead of cowering before them, we should make up our minds to walk boldly through them. Without books, history is silent literature. Dumb science crippled thought and speculation at a standstill. The world is like a mirror. Frown at it and it frowns at you. Smile and it smiles too. It is the characteristic of the magnanimous man to ask no favor, but to be ready to do kindness to others. To live alone is the fate of all great souls. Happiness is not something ready-made, it comes from your own actions. The more a man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. The art of not reading is a very important one. It consists in not taking an interest in whatever may be engaging the attention of the general public at any particular time. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. A sense of humor is the only divine quality of man. The truth will set you free, but first it will make you miserable. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. All truth passes through 3 stages.
First, it is ridiculed.
Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. A man who has no conscience, no goodness, does not suffer. The worst thing a man can do is to deceive himself. Treat a work of art like a prince, let it speak to you first. The pleasure in thinking about the world and its phenomena is not small. A high degree of intellect tends to make a man unsocial. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life. No one but you yourself alone. Great men are like eagles and build their nest on some lofty solitude. There is no doubt that life is given us not to be enjoyed but to be overcome, to be got over. It is with trifles and when he is off guard that a man best reveals his character. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. All truth is simple. The wise find pleasure in water, the virtuous find pleasure in hills. The wise are active, the virtuous are tranquil, the wise are joyful, the virtuous are long-lived. Reading is equivalent to thinking with someone else's head instead of with one's own. Music is the melody whose text is the world.
When we read, another person thinks for us, we merely repeat his mental process.
Just remember, once you're over the hill you begin to pick up speed.